Uh, Hello and welcome back to Around the World today, the podcast that delves into the stories and themes that shape our global landscape. I'm your host, Terry Davis, and today we're talking to the skies. In this episode, we'll explore the different kinds of airlines, how the airline market operates, and the role of these companies that play shape in how we travel, whether or not you are a frequent flyer or someone who only flies occasionally. Understanding the dynamics of the airline industry can give you a new perspective on your next journey. It can, can't it? Do you know what I mean? It really can. Let's start by talking about the different types of airline that dominate the sky. Broadly speaking, airlines can be divided into three categories: full service carriers, low cost carriers, and charter airlines. Each of these categories serves a unique segment of the market, catering, catering to different needs and preferences of passengers. First up, are full service carriers. These are the airlines that typically offer a wide range of services, including multiple cabins with different classes, in-flight meals, entertainment, and more. British Airways, or BA as it's often called, is a prime example of a full-service carrier. As a flag carrier of the United Kingdom, British Airways operates both short-haul and long-haul routes, offering everything from economy to first class. British Airways is known for its extensive network connecting the UK with major cities across the globe. They provide a full range of services that meet the needs the needs of business travellers, families, and those seeking luxury. However, with all these services come a higher price tag, which is why British Airways often competes with both full service carriers and low cost alternatives. Do we know any stories about these low cost alternatives? I believe we do. Now let's talk about low cost carriers. These airlines have revolutionized the way we think about air travel by offering significantly lower fares than traditional airlines do. How do they do it? Well, low cost carriers like EasyJet strip down the flying experience to the essentials. They operate with a single class of service, charge for extras like seat selection and checked baggage, and focus on short haul routes. EasyJet, for example, is one of the biggest low cost carriers in Europe. They operate a point to point network rather than hub and spoke model, meaning that they connect cities directly without relying on a central hub. This efficiency, combined with high aircraft utilization and a quick turnaround time, allows EasyJet to compete and keep costs low. And then they pass this on to those savings to the customer, e.g., me and you. Now, isn't that great? Do you know what I mean? We have them, like, you know, we have them, like, there, don't we? Do you know what I mean? Low cost airlines. Everyone has heard of EasyJet or Southwest or even Ryanair, Wizz Air, Scoot, um, Jetstar. It's quite funny that I've been watching some documentaries, and some people say that, well, not some people, it's true that most mainline airlines, flag carriers, are now buying low cost airlines, and they keep them running as bad as they can just for uh, people like me and you to like fly on them. So that could be fun, couldn't it? Really, uh, but next we have charter airlines, which operate under a different business model altogether. Charter airlines typically work with tour operators to provide flights that are part of package holidays. TUI Airlines is a perfect example of a charter airline. When you book a holiday with TUI, your flight, your hotel, and often even transfers are included. These flights are usually to a popular holiday destination and are scheduled according to demand rather than a flexible timetable. A fixed timetable. Charter airlines like TUI offer a middle ground between low cost and full service carriers. While you might not get a full range of amenities that you get on British Airways, charter flights often provide more comfortable experience than a budget airline. Plus, the convenience of having your entire holiday arranged by one provider can be a significant draw for many travellers. The charter model is practically popular in the UK and Europe, where package holidays are the staple for millions of holidaymakers each year. TUI, being one of the largest travel and tour operators companies in the world, leverages its extensive network to offer a wide range of destinations, practically focusing on leisure travel. So, how does the airline market operate? It's a complex and competitive industry where airlines have to balance cost, service, and demand to stay profitable. Full service carriers like British Airways often rely on brand loyalty, frequent flyer programs, and corporate contracts to attract high paying customers. They invest heavily in customer service lounges, access, and premium cabin products to differentiate themselves from the competition. On the other hand, low-cost carriers like EasyJet operate on a razor-thin margins. Their success depends on high volume and low costs. They focus on efficiency, quick turnaround times, high aircraft utilization, and direct flights. While they may not offer the thrills of a full-service airline, they do appeal to price-sensitive travellers and prioritise cost over comfort. and the music changed just through me. Charter airlines like TUI operate in a significantly different market. They cater to the leisure traveller looking for convenience or a package holiday. Their business model allows them to offer competitive prices while still providing a more centered travel experience because they operate based on demand rather than a fixed timetable. They can adapt more easily to seasonal trends in tourism. What is good because they can make their business agile. So if there aren't like a lot of bookings for, say, Malaga in November, they can use that aircraft and crew and maybe fly like to the Caribbean, or somewhere warmer like Tenerife. Um, what's quite great, you know. The airline market is also heavily influenced by external factors such as fuel prices, regulatory changes, and geographical events. For instance, the recent fluctuations in oil prices have had a significant impact on the airline's operating costs. Moreover, the ongoing discussions about the environmental sustainability and the push for greener technologies are likely to shape the future of air travel. Airlines are under increasing pressure to reduce their carbon footprint, which could lead to changes in how they operate, from more efficient aircraft to alternative fuels. In the United Kingdom, Brexit has played a role in reshaping the airline industry. Regulatory changes and the new bilateral agreements have created both challenges and opportunities for airlines operating in and out of the UK. These dynamics make
Welcome everybody to this week's
sorry, and yeah, welcome. And these dynamics make operating here in the UK a little risky. Oh, sorry, incredibly fluid, with the airlines consistently adapting to strive and thrive. So yeah, it's a bit more risky operating here, isn't it? But hey, one person that we have to thank for, and I'm going to play you one of his ads, I think. I'm just finding it, is Sir Freddie Laker. I'm going to play two of his ads.
I'm Freddie Laker. I own Airlines, and I'm dedicated to low-cost air travel. In
Oh,
1976, over
what the hell did I just do?
I'm Freddie Laker. I own Laker Airways, and I'm dedicated to low-cost air travel. In 1976, over 1 million passengers flew Laker. So if you're planning a visit across the Atlantic, believe me, we know what we're talking about. With Laker, you can fly round trip to the USA or Canada in one of our wide-body DC-10s for less than half the price of a normal economy ticket. And you don't have to join a club. Just book one in advance and plan to stay for at least 2 weeks. But don't call me. See your travel agent for full details. Look, I've got to give you a better deal. I've got my name on every plane.
And we also have the American version.
best time to get away with a flexible date search. Download the hotels.
We would normally.
Welcome to Laker. Consider yourself at home. Consider yourself one of the family. Consider yourself our mate. We don't mean to make it's up consideration we can stick. Consider yourself one of us. I'm Freddie Laker, and flying with me is fun. And the fun begins with my low prices.
So they were Freddie Laker, great guy. If you get a sec, I think I'd love to do an episode on Sir Freddie Laker. Maybe we will. We'll look at business people who have changed industries, and we'll talk about Sir Freddie and Laker Airways, because Laker Airways actually was one of the first low-cost airlines. Before the internet even was created, like I said, you just turn up and you pay on the day. He changed and revolutionized the airline industry. And as I was talking that, my drink just went all over me. Yay! And my notes. Thank God it's on an iPad, that's all I'm going to say. However, my iPad is now sticky. So, as we wrap up, the airline industry is facing it's fascinating and complex, right? Would that directly impact on how we travel, whether it's for business, leisure, or adventure, from full service carriers like British Airways, which offer a range of premium services, to low cost carriers and giants like EasyJet, Ryanair, and Wizz Air that make air travel affordable, and charter airlines like TUI and Jet2 that provide all in holiday solutions. Each type of airline plays a unique role in the market. What's quite funny about that, because EasyJet, those giants, they're moving into charter. They're moving into selling you your holiday, but on their serviced flights, because they serve most of Europe. So you take an EasyJet flight, but you can book your hotel, you can book your holiday and your transfers now with EasyJet holidays. Well, it's quite great. And there are other holiday makers like Jet2. There used to be a lovely one called Thomas Cook. There used to be loads when I did travel and tourism. There was Thomas Cook, there was Air Tours, there was Thompson, there was then Virgin as well, Virgin Sun. There were like loads of holiday operators and tour operators. Traverse City, XL Holidays. These have most of them have ceased. There's only TUI now, and they were Thompson. Thomas Cook went bust. Jet2's a new boy on the scene, and they seem to be, going there. But they haven't got, like, the shops, what I think has held back some places. But there again, it didn't with XL. So maybe you need proper, because they've also got a full service airline that backs up their charters. So, they're going a little bit both like with the EasyJet model. Maybe that's the way it should have worked. Maybe those tour operators failed to see that they should have been concentrating on the airline side rather than the holiday side, even though the holiday side brought money to the airline side. But if you had a fixed timetable and you were operating there, you could change your timetable, have a winter timetable, have a summer timetable, but you just move, do you know what I mean? If you say you're going to these places at this time of year, like EasyJet does, and, Ryanair to a point. As travellers, understanding these differences can help us make more informed choices about how and when we fly. And for those of us interested in the broader trends shaping the world, the airline industry offers a unique lens through which to view globalization, economics, and even environmental sustainability. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the skies. I'm Terry Davis, and this has been Around the World Today. Stay tuned for more insights into the focus that shape our world, and as always, safe travels.
This week's episode has come to an end. But the fun doesn't have to stop here. If you have any questions, suggestions, or feedback, head over right now to Twitter and Facebook and like, share, and get involved. Join us next time.
Until next time, keep exploring and stay informed.